Okay, guys, I had some time today, so I'm going to use my 4K hopefully this afternoon. So what I'm going to do is, since I'm under Gomexus, I'm just going to put on a knob on this one. This is a 38. Yes, you can see the numbers there. The model A38, so that's a 38 model. So I'm going to I've done this quite a few times, but this is a newer model, so I'm pretty sure it's going to work on the newer model. The Safyres are fairly new, but you're going to have the T-bar handles such as this. So I keep all the spare parts in it just in case I need it again one day. And because I have good friends over at Gomexus, like Vernon, he sends me all these extra parts to deal with, so I'll never run out of parts, and just basically need a small screwdriver. And these I fashioned myself. As you notice, I call them extractors, but you can make your own tools to work for you. So the first thing we're going to do, we're going to pop off the cap here for the handle. Let's see. There. Very easy. We get the screwdriver. We're going to take out that screw in there. See that? Right there. Before, they used to really use Loctite in there, but I talked to my friend John over at Okuma, so they're kind of aware that putting excess Loctite is probably not the best thing. So let's see now. Forgot my tweezers, but there we go. And you see, you have the little tiny washer in there. Now you can work on a black felt like I do, so you won't lose anything. It's better to use one of these trays. I got this one over at Daiwa, so it's pretty convenient. So as long as you got a work area so nothing flies away. A lot of times the beginners, they open this up, they look at this, they said, "Is that it?" They said, "Where is the pack of screws and other miscellaneous things? It's not here." Well, it is. It's in here. There you go. That's all you're going to need. And it's always good to keep the excess. As you notice, I have plenty of excess material. It's always good to have extra packs. So now that I'm starting to put everything together, put all my parts that came with in there, unscrew this. Wow, this one's tight. There it goes. Counterclockwise. There you go. Be sure to take these things out, put it in order. See, there you go. I'm going to put it down the way it came out. See, you're going to have your washer, right? The washer was on the bottom part. This was on the top. So make sure everything is set correctly. Now, sometimes this little washer here will be still seated in here. So you have to be sure to get that out. Now, notice on the handle here, look, you still got the original fittings here, so try to reuse that first. Now I've already did the 5,000, 4,000 should be the same, but who knows, right? Who knows? But that's the way it's going to fit. So let's give that a try first. Put the washer. in. Hard to see, but the washer is in there. Okay, this was next. Boom. Okay. So hopefully we can get away on this one. Let's see. Nope. Normally it would hold, but not this time. So just have to drop this in manually. There we go. We're going to put this in finger tight because we want to see if it's too tight and won't move. We're going to have to work on it. If it's too loose, we have to put a washer in. See, look at that plate. See, look at that. Look, watch. I was afraid of that. We're going to have to put in a spacer. So we're going to have to take this out, the screw out here. See that? You have to put in a spacer to fill that gap. This is the only second Safyre I've ever worked on. The bigger one was easy. I've noticed when I work on adding these on, the bigger sizes were always the easiest. And the little ones were a little bit more tedious. All right, okay. Put that, see, make sure you put that somewhere where it's going to be safe. You don't want to lose parts. So there we go. So normally I like to start with, okay, take this out. It's the same type of space as this, but this one here is a little thinner diameter. So we're going to pull this one out. Put this one in. And this was the original one, that one on top. Ta-ta. Put it back on. So just kind of wondering how that's going to work. Okay. This is going by feel. Sometimes you get it on the first try, other times you won't. You just have to experiment. You got a lot of, it comes with a lot of different width washers, so you can kind of play around. So I tighten that. Let's see. Put it back and forth. Nothing. Good. Look at it. It spins. So we kind of lucked out on this one. It's on the first try. Tighten that just a little. Now, if it was going back forth, then you have to use some of these very thin washers as spacers. See, nothing. So just remember, it comes with a thick and thin diameter. Not like that, bolt like that. So I put in the thin one, not the thick one. The thin one worked. Okay. So once again, I'm just going to pressurize it just a little bit more than wrist tight. Okay. Screw this back on. You want to do this one just a little bit tighter. Okay. All your items here. Put that back. Because you don't want to lose anything. Got a bunch of bags of these T-bars, handles like this, but so it's good to have them. There you go. Check that out. That you hear is just the line right here. See that line that's coming off right here? That's the sound of the line hitting that when it's going around. So don't worry about it. So how easy was that? It was easy. Unfortunately, the yard guy is here. He's making a lot of noise, so I'm gonna make this fast. This is what it looks like. See that? Doesn't that look great? So when you're out in the field, this is the look you're gonna have. You're gonna have good grip with your wet hands, and this is an 8.5 foot rod with a 4,000 Safyre. This is the high speed. This is the Rockway SP, the 8.5 footer 2-piece. I still think this is a good lane. You can probably get away with the 9 very easily. All right. So that's all it takes, guys.